So in this technical corner, we're going to be talking about trochoidal milling on a multitasking machine range, which it really is, Ross. It's the Weingartner. I'm with Ross Milne from RAM Engineering and Tooling, the supplier of this product here in this market. Now, Ross, trochoidal milling, and I know the reasons that they've done this with this machine. It's an operation that is very popular, isn't it? It's great for metal removal, but it can have an impact on a machine if you're doing harder materials and there's lots of movement.
Correct. I mean, trochoidal milling, as it stands, is very good for, as you said, high-speed metal removal. It's very good on the tool, but if you think about a machine tool having to do this motion constantly, it's hard on the machine. Flip to the MPMC machine, which is essentially a travelling column in the background and a ram. If you have to move that to a position and then rattle it about for a trochoidal milling process, it's going to wear. It's going to wear out quite quickly. So because a customer,
it's going to have an impact on accuracy and everything.
Absolutely. It's going to wear out the linear ways and things as well. So absolutely. One of our customers had a very specific application where they needed to do a lot of fir tree slots. It was a power generation application. So from our perspective, what we did was we spoke to Weingartner. Weingartner came out with a trochoidal milling head. So within the head itself, it's got 3 axes. So we move to position with the travelling column, move to position with the ram, and we leave it there. The head then
lock it in place,
over.
Essentially.
Absolutely. Yeah. Then the head takes over and does the trochoidal milling action.
Right. Is there any compromise in the power that you can achieve with the milling motion by using this head, or is it driven by the spindle? How does it work?
No, there's no compromise, because when it mounts onto the front, basically we've dropped off our milling head already, and when we pick up the trochoidal milling head, it mounts on such a large area that the rigidity is not compromised at all then at that point. Within the head, all the power required is housed within that head. It's quite a large unit, but again, it doesn't affect the machine because by rights the machine is static at that point.
Would you say that some machine tools or some they try and go away from the trochoidal element on the bigger machines because of the factors that you're talking about?
Definitely.
Right.
A lot of people will look at things like maybe HSK 100, which fantastic. HSK 100 heads are fantastic because behind them you can put a high powered motor or a high torque motor, so you can really rip material off, whereas your tooling costs can end up being quite high. If you can go to trochoidal, then you can shave the material off, your tools last longer, they're less expensive, the tools normally. So yeah, it lends itself to the benefit of everyone really. And
by looking at this MPMC range, it's truly flexible, isn't it? You've got so many options with it.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Boring bars, gear cutting, we can do adjustable boring heads, we can do high-speed milling heads, high torque milling heads, all within the same machine. We drop one off, pick up the next one, and off we go.
And what about the actual size of the machine? Where do they start and where do they finish?
Okay, so we can handle up to 80 tons in weight, 15 metres in length, and 2 metres in diameter. We are actually talking about going slightly bigger than 2 metres in diameter currently, but currently in the market for the past 8 or 9 years, we've actually had 2 metre machines working in the crankshaft industry, the oil industry. Fantastic, there's no issues.
Real method of improving productivity by going for a machine like this. So much flexibility, and the options available are incredible, really. That's it for this technical corner. If you do or you'd like to do trochoidal milling for the reasons we've spoken about on a multitasking machine, something like this from Weingartner can be an ideal solution from RAM Engineering and Tooling.